Right, okay, so this video is about how to develop ideas from 2 dimensions. I've been asked this quite a lot by other teachers on how to get students to come up with ideas, and I'm a strong believer of frameworks and scaffolding. To expect 11 or even an 18-year-old to develop ideas from a flat blank piece of paper is often difficult. So it's about developing strategies to enable them to succeed. So there are 3 ways that I look at design. I look at design in terms of shape and form, and then I also look at design in terms of outcome. So for this activity I'm going to be looking at architecture, and I'm going to be looking at more brutalist straight line structures. So I will start with introducing students into developing a range of collages. Now, or I like to call them compositions rather than collages. Some of them that are more arty, you might call them a collage, but we're looking at positive, negative space. And these strategies also come with a range of, well, these collages come with a range of strategies. So it's not just about getting them to create some random shapes. It's actually about saying, right, well, in this you need to make sure you have so many horizontals, and this composition needs to have only 3 colors, etc. So here we have a starting point. So let's open this up so you can have a look at that, and under here you will be able to see how the idea has been developed. So what we have is our first starting point, a range of shapes. These are then traced over to develop a 2D form, and then that 2D form is then translated into 3D. So this is actual a model using scraps of MDF, and it's a flat design, so it's about elevation. So elevating this shape to become a 3D shape. Okay, and that's about it really. Again, what we have here is we have another drawing of collage, and then using that to create a 3D shape that can then be used to create CAD. So let's look at another example here. So here we have another starting point where we have some CAD shapes or some colored collage shapes, which are then extruded to create an object. Okay, that object, it can be architectural, it can be furniture, whatever, it can be lighting. Also, as part of that, it's about further getting the students to develop those forms further in order to create new and interesting shapes. One more example here, again, if we can see those forms and also the related to colors as well. Okay, really nice example here, 2D to 3D, and this can then be modeled as well. One last example, here we have a great example here where you're starting off with these forms, which are then put into a CAD program. Okay, and then they are developed into shapes. But again, you know, how could you take that further? Well, you could move that into models, which I'm going to show you in a second. Again, 2D into 3D, 2D into 3D. So how can you move those into models? I have a range of very simple models here. So again, let's have a look. So, you know, you could take some of those 3D collages, and you can turn those into models. So this is just palette wood, which is painted white, and again, a really nice model. So you can see how we can make those links to something like this, and we can, you know, take that into CAD. We could take that into a drawing. We could also take that into a 3D model. Okay, you could even take that more detailed, and then again, it's that process of 2D to 3D. So hopefully that process has been useful. I'm going to talk a little bit how I would take angular shapes and move those into 3D as well. And in one of my other videos, I will then talk to you more about fluid and how I will use fluid starting points. So these are fluid starting points to create more fluid ideas. I hope you enjoyed that session.